You look happy today.
I'm so happy to see you.
And I'm the enemy of happiness.
Okay, I'm glad you've arrived.
You weren't expecting that, were
I
you?
wasn't. I never expect you.
Well, it's the 17th of February, and today I'm going to hit you with something from our friend Epictetus. Hope you don't mind.
No.
It's quite important to unite happiness with a yearning for what you don't have. Happiness has all that it wants, and resembling the well-fed, there shouldn't be hunger or thirst.
No, there shouldn't be. He makes a good point. Happiness is a funny one because people think that when I achieve X, I'll be happy. I hear it all the time. But one thing to remember is you've already achieved goals that you've said would make you happy.
Oh,
we always move the bar, don't we?
Yeah.
But I said years ago, I said if I got to do X gig with this person, or if I got to work on X cruise, I'd be happy. And then you get it, and then you go, but what's next?
yeah. Financial goals are like that as well.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
You always think, well, maybe if I made another £1,000 a month, then I'd be happy.
But your lifestyle adjusts to it.
Your lifestyle adjusts.
It's an interesting one with money and things like that. So I think it's really important to just. We talk a lot about gratitude, but I think it's important to be content. So we talk about it a lot, and I say if life stayed the same, if life was like the same forever, I'd be really happy. Like,
Yeah.
I've got a lifestyle now and a life that I love. Yeah, I have big things that I want to go on to achieve and do, but I'm very happy. So I break these down into smaller things, and I think that this is the best way to do it with goals and happiness. But like breaking things down into daily wins, so that at the end of the day you can journal, you can reflect on wins that you've had from the day. So that might be you booked a meeting, but it also might be that you learned something new, or a new skill that you tried on a cold call worked, or you even got to have a coffee with your best friend, or you got to laugh, or just the small things that actually get you through. These are going to be the things that you'll remember in years to come, the small wins, and they make you feel proud. Then you've got like the bigger stuff, so like weekly or monthly, and that can be targets or deals across the line. And then you can have your yearly goals, but there's something called a BHAG.
Excuse me?
Do you know what a BHAG is?
What did you just call me?
Do you know what a BHAG is?
I don't.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. So I heard this. This was quite interesting. The first time I heard this was on a podcast with Jamie Lang.
Oh, yeah.
And then I heard it the same day. I went to an event that I was talking at, and I heard somebody else say, this is my BHAG, which was weird because I'd never heard of it before. And then the week after, a client had told me they had a BHAG, and I said, listen, I don't want to say
Put it away.
Put it away. So a BHAG is a big, hairy, ambitious goal.
Nice.
Okay, so it's like your North Star that you're working towards, but actually it's probably a little bit like out of reach. Like, with Phantom Mo Gawdat,
Yeah.
I think his is to make like 1 billion happy. So like the goal is to make 1 billion people happy. Is it achievable? Possibly, but it's very ambitious. It's ridiculous. So much so that everything you do on a daily basis is like working, and it kind of goes back to that like purpose. So it's not just your BHAG isn't just I want to close X amount of deals this year or hit target. It's something ridiculous. Jamie Lang's was I want to host the Brit Awards. So it was something so big that he thought, I'll never get chosen to do that. But everything he's doing in his life is working towards, am I adding more evidence to my presenting reel and meeting people and stuff like that? So what you want to think about in sales is, what's your BHAG? What's your your reason why? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What's your purpose? What's that North Star that you're working towards?
Nice. I think it's important as well to think about looking at the smaller wins, because the dopamine response can't differentiate.
No.
It can't go, oh, well, you don't get as much dopamine because that was only a small win. And actually, I'm saving it all for the big win. The dopamine response doesn't know that. It's just there to say you've achieved something. That's what it's there for. It's a hunter-gatherer thing. I found the berries. I found the food. It's there to tell your brain that it's done the bit. So try and set yourself those little wins in the day, those little goals to go for, which might be, I'm going to handle an email objection really well. It could be that. Or it could be, I'm just going to try and maintain a tone that sounds the same on my first call at 10 o'clock as it does on my last call at 5 o'clock or whatever it may be. I'm going to just have something that's a consistent thing that I'm gamifying everything so that each part of my day has these little small wins that increment, rather than making that contract with myself that I'll only be happy, I'll only allow myself something when I get to target, let's say.
Yeah, I've told you this before, but I used to perform in a band.
What?
What? And we'd be onto like some big stages, and the feeling I got then, but I still get the same dopamine hit when like you close a big deal or you do something. Like it's still the feeling. So it's like, what are we chasing? It's just the feeling of feeling good, feeling proud, feeling content. And I find the best way to do that is follow the process, do the things that you say you're going to do, and find those small wins throughout the day.
Wow.
I've been Jack Frimston.
I've been Zach Thompson.
Remember, you will die.
Ow.